people will never try ayahuasca. And let's also take a look at what God says about ayahuasca in the Garden of Eden. Welcome to my channel. I'm Trevor if you haven't joined me before. Ayahuasca, a sacred plant medicine from the Amazon, known as the vine of the souls. Revered for thousands of years, it holds the power to transform, to heal, and to awaken the soul. But for most people, this ancient knowledge remains just that, ancient. Because despite the allure, most will never take the journey. Why? The reasons go far beyond what the eye can see and may surprise you. Let's begin with the body. Many people are on medications such as antidepressants, blood pressure medications, diabetes treatments. These medications can react dangerously with ayahuasca, making it a risk most aren't or shouldn't be prepared to take. Ayahuasca requires purity both in mind and body. It isn't just a tea, it's a journey that demands your full attention. And for those whose bodies are caught in the web of modern medicine, this journey is simply not possible. Imagine going for an evening of enlightenment, only to find yourself in the emergency room. That's not quite the soul awakening trip most people had in mind. Ayahuasca doesn't do half measures, it's all or nothing. So ayahuasca is also known as Holy Communion, or the forbidden fruit of the soul. We are all familiar with the story from the Garden of Eden, where God says to Adam and Eve, "You may eat of everything except the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for on that day you will surely die." But the serpent whispers to the woman, "You will not surely die." As we know, Adam and Eve ate from the fruit, and neither died. So just to recap, God said, "You can eat of every leaf-bearing, fruit-bearing, herb-bearing plant, and to you it shall be your meat, except for the tree of knowledge of good and evil." So we've got to really think here, who's lying, God or the serpent? The truth is neither. They speak in ancient symbolism. You need to die temporarily in the simulation to be able to enter eternal truth. To die means to be born or initiated. You can't enter other worlds or higher realities with the physical body. So you need to die, even if it be temporary or symbolically, to release the soul as one enters into a trance-like state or a higher state of consciousness. Both God and this ancient dragon are conveying eternal truths, hidden beneath layers of time and culture. Ayahuasca is that forbidden fruit, the awakening of the soul, showing us what we need to see even if we're not ready. After consuming the forbidden fruit, it goes further and says, "And the eyes of both of them were opened." So here we can see they've become aware. During Adam and Eve's awakening, they realize they are naked in truth, not physically naked, but rather they've become aware that God sees through them. They cannot hide the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual realities from God's all-seeing eye. And it becomes more interesting. And then God declares, almost as if He's congratulating them, "Behold, the man has become as one of us to know good and evil. And now let him put forth his hand, take also from the tree of life, eat and live forever." Here God is speaking of man's future immortality. He is revealing a deeper wisdom, one that ayahuasca offers, an invitation to eternal truth. It's not about trickery, it's about awakening to something far greater. By eating in the forbidden fruit, engaging in sexual activity, it created a death of the higher worlds for man. In other words, we were cut off from our true reality and the higher worlds around us. Hence, to leave the Garden of Eden. This was part of our soul's evolutionary process, according to the ancient Maya masters. I'm going to be making a video of this deeper occult and hidden meaning related to this ancient mystery of mysteries as it relates to the awakening of Kundalini along the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So I hope you don't miss out on this video. But throughout history, this awakening has been feared, misunderstood. Spanish conquistadors encountered the indigenous use of ayahuasca and, of course, our beautiful Maya text and labeled it nothing but the works of the devil. So these are the words of the Spanish. Nothing but the works of the devil, from people that are raping, pillaging and plundering. Fear of the unknown, rejection of anything outside the norm, This isn't new. For centuries, ayahuasca has been demonized. But what if it isn't evil? What if it's simply a gateway to something deeper, to ancient wisdom and eternal truth? Limitless, eternal. And I suppose that's the best way to describe it, as limitless, eternal. But here's the real reason most people will never take ayahuasca or partake in true Holy Communion. Fear of truth. Many fear what lies within, those hidden dark parts of themselves. Ayahuasca doesn't let you hide, it forces you to confront your deepest fears, traumas and limitations. It's a journey into your own soul, one that can be overwhelming for those unprepared to face the true selves. So let's face it, staring into the abyss of your own soul and eternity isn't everyone's idea of a fun, holistic weekend retreat. And then there's the readiness. When the student is ready, ayahuasca will appear. Ayahuasca isn't for everyone because it isn't meant to be. It calls to those who are prepared for the journey. Much like the ancient Maya Red Path, an inward journey towards spiritual alignment and awakening. This path, this sacred journey, requires dedication, sacrifice, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. It's not about privilege, it's about being prepared. Like the ancient Zen Maya, who sought balance between themselves and nature, an alignment of the physical, emotional, astral, mental, and spiritual bodies. Ayahuasca is a holistic initiation. It transforms you, helping you transcend the limitations, the past, moving beyond fears, phobias, and complexes, and arriving at a place of deeper understanding, and sometimes breaking all barriers of time and space itself. The Zen Maya knew the true spiritual awakening requires overcoming what was. Ayahuasca does the same. It offers clarity, helping you see beyond the illusions of the past and helping you understand the soul and the life in a new light. It's about transcending the old and to awaken to something far greater. Ayahuasca isn't just a medicine, it's a mirror. It reflects your deepest fears, your truth, and your godlike potential. It forces you to confront what you've been avoiding, giving you the chance to heal, to awaken. By the very same token, it can simulate the death experience, allowing you to understand the process. It's really that simple that most might miss the truth of death itself, that there is no death. More than this, it's a holistic tool for initiation for the body, the emotions, and the mind and soul. It allows you to transcend your limitations, offering clarity needed to move beyond the illusions of the past and gain a greater understanding of your soul's purpose in this life. For most, the reflection is too much. It's easier to live in the illusion and to stay in the comfort of the known. But for those it calls, the rewards are life-changing. It's the forbidden fruit of the soul, nectar of the gods, true Holy Communion, offering a deeper understanding and a connection to something far greater than ourselves.
La